What up?
Episode 200. I mean, that's a...
Damn, we should have gotten some fucking...
Sparklers. Fucking fireworks going off.
Sparklers, a little fucking... You know, the confetti.
The confetti guns?
Yeah.
That would have been cool. That would have been cool.
Damn. When you
for 300.
You asked me that too. For what should I stop and get some shit? I'm like, yeah, stop at Party City and get some fucking...
That would have been... We should have wore hats or something.
I mean, I have hats.
Yeah, but that wouldn't be no cool confetti.
Shit.
Having hats.
Yeah, you're right. Maybe 250, 300.
Court jester.
I guess we've only really celebrated the
big, like the 100, episode 100, episode
marks.
200.
Well, hopefully. Damn, how long ago was 100? Like,
felt like 4 years, honestly. I know it wasn't, but
Let's
it
check.
felt like a long time.
probably been like 3 years.
Yeah.
Let's double check.
It's been some time.
But, you know, we're
But
here.
here we are.
There you
Episode
go.
200.
Jacob's here. Long
Yeah.
time no see, pal.
Yeah, I know you guys don't see me as often anymore. I know Eric doesn't be posting on TikTok.
I have not posted on TikTok or YouTube in quite some time. Which, I mean, I guess, like, I could just fucking just spam the shit out of it and just
Might as well
post, like, 2 a day from fucking...
for the next 2 months.
Pretty much. Yeah, honestly.
You could do it. That's how you'd.
Let's see.
If your algorithms crash, everybody.
3 years
because
ago,
Eric-
episode 100.
Yeah, look at that. So it only took us 3 years to get 100 episodes out,
Well,
but they're 100 quality episodes.
facts. June 20th of 2021. Yeah, you know, hopefully it doesn't take that long to get.
Yeah, but that was
Another
also
100.
before we got into like a rhythm. Plus, we've had some breaks in between, some
Yeah, shit's just
coming
going
and
down.
going.
I mean, life gets in the way. That's been
Yeah.
a common thing said on this podcast. You know, life does get in the way.
Yep.
And,
Life doesn't stop for no one.
You gotta adjust. You gotta be adaptable. You gotta make shit happen. We're
Yeah.
adults. We're grown
Pretty
men
much.
now.
Got it. We've evolved into, who we are today. I mean, to think of like early episodes and like if the people who have been listening since episode like 1 or even the first 50 freaking episodes to now, there's been a whole lot of growth.
I mean, shit. You even go from 100 to 200.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck, not even
a whole lot of growth.
Yeah, if we're just going triple digit episode numbered to now, it is. But you know what? I don't know why I thought about this, but like I feel like the only difference like with like amongst us and our friends is just that we have beards now. It's all the same.
No,
shit.
because we had beards then.
Nah, but I'm talking about like baby face. Like I barely. Oh, I guess when I met you, we were already. I was on my road to beardness, but like Jordan, because I think I was having this conversation with Steven. Obviously, we and him have been friends since before. I only had like this little fucking.
I mean, you had that for a long time though.
Yeah, that was the first thing that started coming in for me.
Even
Look at me
when
now.
you did start like
Look at me now.
growing your beard, that was always your most prominent, like
Yeah.
most dominant.
Facial
part.
hair, the goatee.
Everything else was like, we'll be there eventually.
Shit, but yeah, it's just as funny that it's
I
all
go-
the same humor. It's
I go
all-
back to the crown tree days. It's like, why the hell? Who told me to shave my mustache? That was the dumbest look I've ever done in my life. This was before the podcast. This is like early 20s,
Yeah.
but Jesus.
That was what, like 2016, 2017?
Yeah, I could grow a full beard at that time already, but yeah,
I could not.
yeah, I grew a full beard at like 18, 19,
Holy shit.
like a decade into this shit. But
I'm still pretty new to this.
I would shave my mustache. Like, I don't know why I did that. And I'd have I look like Abe Lincoln half the time. Like, I'd let my beard grow really
Oh, you
long.
should just get mutton chops.
Just
this
shave,
whole
just-
place and just keep it.
Just shave it down. Let's see if I have a picture.
Oh, shit. Because I've been playing with the mustache and the goatee look for a little bit. Oh, I'll take the sides off.
Yeah, once you hit 30.
Yeah. I mean, now I feel, now's the time to play with my facial hair.
See, I mean, this is
Plus, I want my mustache to grow thicker, so. just gotta let that
this
thing-
is all the way. This is, I mean, granted, it wasn't as thick, but that's 2015.
Yeah. Damn,
like-
yeah, you did. You should have kept the stash.
Yeah, but let me show you the picture I'm talking about. Literally, like, I think I took it either in the apartment. That was in the apartment days.
Wow. You know what's funny? That shit just came up on My Snapchat memories.
Just start doing more pull-ups.
Well, shit. I feel like, man, pull-ups are a lot harder to do now.
Yeah, because we're fat.
Hey, speak for yourself. I weigh about the same that I did then.
Okay, well, I'm fat.
I'm weaker, I guess. Well, I just don't really. I lift weights more.
I feel like
than
the muscle just
stuff.
hasn't been as,
Yeah, because I was thinking about that too the other day. Like during COVID, when me and Ryan were doing our workouts, I mean, we were busting out at the end of our workouts. Like we would burn out after the workout. We would do like 20, 25 pull-ups, like rep them out easy. And we were lifting hard. Those quarantine workouts it separated the men from the boys. That's for sure. That's Bolton Ben Steelyard. Oh, man.
Freaking beard just long as shit.
Bro, he kind of looked like a leprechaun. Oh, shit. Where was that at?
I think this was like, I want to say Ono or something.
It had to be downtown.
It was downtown.
Oh,
The club that closed off of Church. It's called Ono. It was right on the corner where like that Taco Bell is now, basically, off of Church. Not Church, off of Orange.
I thought that was
the club, not the like bars.
I know the club, but I thought that was what's that one right next to it, like closer to where that little window pizza is on that side by like going towards
Tier.
Yeah,
No.
that wasn't Tier. Oh, all right,
It was Ono.
Damn.
We didn't really go to Tier like that.
I think I only went in there like once.
Tier.
Yeah, and like it was literally like we walked in and walked out.
We went to Tier for my 22nd birthday, I think.
That is true.
Had a VIP in there. I used to go to Tier, not all the time, but I went to Tier for like a little. Basically, yeah, that kind of. I think we went there like 2017 for my birthday or something, and then I started going to Tier more often in 2018, and then I like haven't been to Tier ever since.
I'm surprised it's still there, honestly. Look, there's been so many clubs that just open up, close down, open up, close down.
Yeah.
What's that one? Taco Cat? Is that the one where you walk in through like the refrigerator or some shit like that downtown? Yeah, I mean it's pretty cool. Like the way you get in there is cool. Like it's a restaurant.
In a while.
And then this was like 3 months ago that I went, but like you go in and Taco Cat's like a taco place, like it's a restaurant, and then there's like a little like refrigerator looking door that you go in, and then it leads to like the club area, and it's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool. That'd be a pretty cool idea.
Yeah.
Little speakeasy.
But like, man, that shit is again. I mean, the atmosphere is cool, but like it's the same type of vibes. Like it's all the same.
That's what I was gonna say. I felt
the same.
To go off of what I was talking about. The growth that we've had in those 3 years,
yeah.
This shows it. Because, for example, I mean, granted, we're older, so it's a whole different ballgame. But in your early and mid 20s, like you want to go out. Like you always actually were kind of more reserved with that. But I used to love going out. Like that was a fun thing to do. Like go out, go downtown, go drinking, wherever the place may be. But then I got, the older you get, you're just like,
it's the same shit.
It
got old to me quick.
That's I'll still, go out and drink, or I'll still drink with friends and all that. Yeah. But it's like, I'd rather just call y'all and be like, hey, you want to chill at my house or something? Yeah. Like, we could all drink together, but I don't really want to go downtown. We could play music as loud as we want here. We could watch whatever we want here. We don't have to pay a cover or get dressed. Like, I mean,
we're wearing clothes.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, you could wear, like, sweatpants. You don't got to fucking dress to the nines.
Yeah, no, but it definitely is I mean, but like you said,
Speaking of which, I'm wearing sweatpants right now.
I've always been like that though. Like downtown was cool, and like definitely there was the phases I was more with the shits than others. But
yeah, we had a few.
But yeah, that shit just got old to me very easily. I'm like, this is all the same shit. Like I'm running into the same shit. Like
yeah, it was always the same.
There was like the few magical nights that's like, oh man, this shit's lit. Like shit's popping, shit like that. But like most of the time, it was just like you're kind of looking for shit to get into, and like. It usually doesn't work out the way you want it to anyway. So, which it was funny because I was actually talking about. I went to the Orlando Movie Festival a couple weeks ago, and we drove by Tanqueray's, and I'm like, damn, me and Jacob got fucked up there one time playing darts, and then that was the night that you put my car in reverse to get my hat because that shit going down Golden
your hat. This man head out the window, hat blew off. Like oh no, my hat!
Like a dog. Good thing it was like 2 a.m.
Yeah, there was no one on the road. Exactly. But I popped that bitch in reverse. I was like, I got you. Don't worry.
Oh man, see, those type of nights are fun, but they happen
reckless, but fun.
In between. Hey, well, when you're What?
Well, you
We
live
had
to tell
had
the
be
story.
like what, 23, 24 years old?
Yeah, we were.
So we were, you know,
we were young.
young.
Young and
Wild
dumb. Young and dumb. Doing stupid shit.
Which I even think about that too. Like, yeah, we did stupid shit, but we could have gotten into so much worse shit. Like people like that we know, and like shit like that. Like we could have gotten into so much more stupider shit.
Oh yeah, 100%. I mean, we've this is something for a different episode, but we've gotten our fair share of dumb shit. But like even the dumb shit we got into is very minuscule when you look on the grand scheme of things.
I mean,
or how bad we could have gotten,
like,
or what we could have been doing.
People that we know too, like other people is like, oh damn, like
we could have been doing way worse shit. We weren't like robbing people or stealing shit
or selling anything.
Yeah, never that.
But I guess it's all of growing up. Living your life.
It's part of life.
Getting
like
your experiences through. Whatever
you don't know like you don't know then that it's gonna get old. Or like you're just there living it. You're experiencing it. You have to go through that to know and to learn. Like, oh, I could live without this.
Yeah, for real. There's certain things now that I'm still trying to.
Like I haven't been
with that, but
what's funny? That like the changing point of that was like, I think I was like 26 when I told y'all like, because that's when like 20, 22, basically. I mean, I'll say 21 to like 25. I would go out a lot. Yeah. And like that was like a thing amongst our group. Like, oh, Jacob's going out somewhere. Like it was known. Like I'm going out. And then I think it was like 20 when I turned 26. I was like, oh, I'm only gonna go out like once a month. Remember I said shit like that? I said either once a month. I think I said twice a month. I was like, oh, I'll only go out twice a month. Some shit like that. And then I ended up going the whole year, probably going out like 8 times that entire year. And I was like, oh. And then the next year I went out maybe like 2 or 3 times. And then now I don't even recall the last time I've been downtown. I think I've been once this year. I think I've been one time downtown. And it was on like a random ass night. Me, Helen, and Jordan went downtown.
Oh, that was pretty recent though, wasn't it?
I think actually, you know what it was? It was like it was after my birthday or around my birthday.
Yeah, that's fairly recent.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's been only one time, maybe twice for me that like I've gone out downtown to go out like downtown. Like I've been in the downtown area. Like I said, with the Orlando Music Festival was at that, our movie festival was at that movie
it's
theater
like right
downtown.
there.
Yeah, right by that cigar shop.
That movie theater. Fun story. We'll get into that later.
I was about to say, you gonna tell it?
That's funny. That is funny.
Yeah, well, I went there, but
if Jordan was here, he'd have busted out laughing for that.
But yeah, Jordan, if you were here,
yeah, man, didn't want to fucking show up to episode 200, fucking asshole.
Shit, I could call Dennis. I haven't called anybody on this thing. You can Bluetooth people in, and they can hear it.
If you want to,
we'll get to it.
Yeah, we can
get into it a little bit, and then we'll see how we're feeling.
But around this time. It is
their whiskey.
Huh?
You see that their whiskey?
Yeah. I was about to say. I was surprised you finished yours first. I was like, wow.
It's part of growing up.
Yeah. Eric's a man now.
Shit. Growing up, that shit fucking sucks, don't it?
But I won't lie. I feel like you're before your times in a few things. Like for instance, you used to drink gin.
Yeah.
That's fucking disgusting. Still to this day.
Oh, gotta explore.
Yeah.
See what the taste buds like. Which gin and Bombay and lemonade. Wiz Khalifa was on to something. That shit's not too bad. I mean, at least it wasn't too bad for me at the time. Now I feel like gin might fuck me up royally, but I also haven't had gin and.
I'll just finish it. That's fine.
In a fucking hot ass
drink straight.
No, you won't. Woo. But I mean, I went through phases. Vodka was never something that I liked, though. Vodka was
early, like real early, like before we were even able to drink, like 18 to like 20. I used to drink Grey Goose and Sprite.
See, but Grey Goose, I guess, is better vodka. Like, I mean, me personally, vodka never really like sits well with me. Yeah. So even if it's like,
it's also how you're like drinking it too. Like I feel like. When, I mean, for instance, like we're going to like high school, like 9th, 10th grade, when we used to drink like Keegan would get like Pinnacle or like that nasty ass fucking shit.
That cream, the whipped cream Pinnacle. Fuck. Miss me with that. I can't, bro. I'm trying to tell you, like, bottom shelf liquor I've never been able, like, not that I haven't drank it, but every time, like, it
You
got
get
me
sick.
fucked up, and I'm like, I can't, like,
Yeah.
my body does not allow
Your body was like, I'm bougier than this.
regular unleaded gas into this thing. I need that premium.
Yeah, because that shit's disgusting.
That shit would get me fucked up.
No, but I feel like my body was just built different from early on.
Hey, some people could
From early on, I knew this because that shit was disgusting. It really was. But like, I used to be able to drink like Pinnacle or like Absolute. Ugh.
Absolute, no. Fuck.
Or there's something else. I forget what it's called. Is it Skull?
Yeah, the SKOL.
I think, yeah.
Skull,
Yeah,
whatever.
that's
But
like
yeah,
a vodka. That shit's
but that's
rubbing
like-
alcohol.
That shit's like, well, you see that,
That
like
shit
homeless
is
people
rubbing
fucking
alcohol.
down fucking like handles of that shit.
Because it is literally
Yeah.
rubbing alcohol.
And that's how you know you're down bad.
Yeah.
if
honestly.
you
drink
fucking
Skull vodka,
going on benders with Skull vodka,
you are a
then
sick
for
fuck.
real, you're homeless, down bad. Your
Yeah.
family probably doesn't want to be around you.
They don't love you. No one loves you. Stop drinking
That shit is fucking wild. That
That
and the little
shit's
fucking 99
disgusting.
fucking little shooters.
Ugh.
Yeah, no, that shit's fucking.
Yeah, drinking.
No, I just drink
drinking
like-
is a dangerous thing.
Yeah.
Like you gotta have a balance with that. Granted, no hangover, but there's a balance within it, and like there's a balance with anything in life.
Yeah.
Like we said, going out. I mean, you have to learn your limits and limitations.
Well, I mean, now going out, like, I'd rather just go and, like, not necessarily go. Like, I just want to go.
Not
do
saying I
something.
don't drink. Like I still drink, but
Probably
I
drink
just
more.
probably drink more
Yeah.
often now than I.
You
not
gotta
really.
find that balance again.
I was going. Yeah, that's true. I did find it a little while ago, but then I just go through like extremes. There's like weekends or a couple days, like I'll drink like 3-4 days straight, and then I'll go like 2-3 weeks without even having a drink.
I've had my fill for now. It's
So
like
I'm
a
like-
fucking lion. When they go hunting, they'll eat for like 2-3 days. Now they've had their fill for about fucking. They're full now. They have enough fucking fuel to, get them into the next hunt. Which who knows? Maybe it's 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month. Jacob's the
depends.
lion of the alcohol safari.
For real. I run this shit. I'm the king of this here jungle.
Oh shit! That's
Which I never understand how they are like lion is the king of the jungle. Doesn't
And they
even live in a
on the
jungle.
savannah,
But-
the safari. Yeah.
Whatever.
Well, a lot
Teach
of
yourself.
misinformation going on in the world nowadays, huh?
There is. There is.
Which, I mean, I guess that's an old one though. Lion, king of the jungle.
Yeah, it's
That's
been that's been a reference since
We lads.
we
Probably
popped out the womb and we
before our
heard it.
time.
Whoever made that shit up. But I guess they thought like maybe lions could take tigers, so they were just like, oh, they're the king.
Tigers are fucking like significantly bigger than lions.
Most
though.
of them, yeah. Most tigers,
Are
an
fucking
average tiger
huge.
is bigger than a lion.
Yeah.
So it's like
I think tigers are what the biggest
I think they're the biggest cat.
big cat.
I wonder.
Ligers are bigger, but they're not. They're
they're
not
very
found
rare.
naturally in nature. You got to get them in a room together, set up the date.
Light the candles.
Oh
Let me
shit!
see. Let me see something. Lions. Off topic, but we'll figure out.
Speaking of football, I love football. My Eagles are fucking surging right now. Love to see it.
My good old Bills.
Beat the Chiefs, but they'll probably lose to them in the playoffs.
We always do. We beat them every regular fucking season. I hope we don't lose to them in the playoffs. That'd be
Well,
some shit.
I've already been saying that if the if the Lions and the Chiefs meet in the Super Bowl, the Lions are winning the bowl. They seem like a team of destiny.
Yeah, the Lions are. They do actually. They're clicking in a way of like their offense ridiculous.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
mean,
even
their defense is fucking.
Jared Goff. What was it Sunday night that they played the Texans? He threw 5 picks and they still won the game.
I know.
Like, what the fuck? If that's not a team of destiny, I don't know what the fuck is. Damn, I forget that we still got to put this grill in the back of the fucking truck.
Yes, but that won't be too bad.
No, it's not that heavy. Just getting it.
Yeah,
In and
no,
out of the
I
house.
was checking just to see, but in a fight, which I don't understand why they would call the lion the king of the jungle. Then in a fight, the tiger is more likely to win. Tigers are generally larger and heavier.
How much they weigh? Like 800 pounds. LBs.
It's a different fucking question.
800 LBs. Tiger. A lion's got to be like 400 or 500 LBs. guess you can't hear that because we don't have headphones on. Fuck. I just pressed the crickets.
Yeah, you're on your own. Did not hear. Sorry, got lost in the sauce.
Shit.
What was I gonna say though? Let's go into the next topic here. Around this time of year,
Lions and tigers.
yeah, for real. It's about to be Thanksgiving.
It's the month of gratitude and no nutting. So there you go. Quite the contrast.
I have not participated in that.
Me and you either. That's for the little boys.
Yeah, for real.
Oh man,
That's for.
I nut when I won't.
I feel like that's for no nut November. That's for people who jack off.
They got a fucking chronic problem.
Yeah, like you guys
can't stop masturbating.
Yeah, you guys got to do that. All right. The rest of
everybody else
just
sees
moves on.
November as what? No shave November or the month of gratitude and thankfulness.
Yeah.
Being grateful for what you have, and you know, there's a lot to be grateful for in this wonderful world that we live in. This wonderful country that we live in. I got wonderful friends, wonderful family.
I feel like, granted, November is definitely a time to think about all that and thank people. Thank people, thank your loved ones.
Yeah.
Be thankful just in general. But
Fact.
I feel like that gets away from people majority of the year. Like people don't think about it.
Yeah, of course.
Because, like we've said, life gets in the way. You're busy. You got work. You got all your responsibilities, all kinds of shit to do. But then when you think back about it, you're like, oh, these people were here for me all year.
Yeah. I feel like I think about it pretty frequently, and I try to at least. And I've been doing I've been trying to give it a more conscious effort of just like I said, if I'm thinking about something, thinking about someone, something reminds me of someone, just shoot them a text. Hey, thinking about you. Hope you're doing well. Love you.
I haven't got that text in a while. Asshole.
Yeah, you and me both, brother.
No, Eric does. Every time I hit up Eric, he's like, "You're calling me? What is this?"
Well, because what was it? Like a few weeks ago, I FaceTimed you, and then Jordan called you like 20 minutes later, and you answered his call and didn't answer my FaceTime. You fucking son of a bitch.
Well, you guys were together.
I know.
And I knew that.
I know. That shit was funny though.
Oh.
No, but I'll just try to fucking keep the line of communication open. Keep the.
I feel like you got to come over more often. There's that too.
Bro, invite me, dog.
True.
I don't want to just show up at your house unannounced, uninvited.
I don't invite anyone. That bitch is clean though.
Have you done anything new to it since the last time I've been over there?
Painted it.
What'd you paint? The outside of the house? What'd you paint it? Blue? You did say that.
It looks better in person, but I'll show you this picture anyways.
Shit. Yeah, but I am thankful for all my friends, all my family. Thankful for the people in my life, the opportunities I have, it does look much cleaner. Yeah. And you painted the garage door too, huh? Mm-hmm. And the door. Mm-hmm. Damn, when was that? Did they touch up the white trim too?
Yeah, I repainted the trim.
You did it yourself?
No.
Oh, I was about to say.
I didn't paint shit.
God
I hate painting.
Painting is, I feel like it's kind of fun. Especially if you're using a machine.
Ironically, painted that.
Oh, nice. Was that like a little sipping paint?
Yeah.
Nice. Are those fun?
It was pretty cool.
I've never. Plus,
drank some wine.
Let me see yours again. Fuck, if you can paint some shit like that, I feel like I can. It's not too bad. You should have put some little pants on it and made it Patrick Star.
Better than hers.
I was about to say, yeah. Let me hear this.
But I had to kind of mess mine up a little bit too, and I was like,
"Hey, I used to have an art teacher in elementary school that said if you mess it up, you dress it up."
And draw pants on it.
Well, like in art. So, but I feel like that's something you can take with you with a lot of things in life. If you mess it up, you got to dress it up, baby. You can't fucking. Another thing that if Jordan was here for this, he would fucking appreciate this. If you're gonna be a man at night, you got to be a man in the morning. That shit has stuck with me for a fucking long time, and you can apply that to a lot of different fucking shit.
Interesting.
Hey, yeah,
who gave you that advice?
Ironically, a guy named Eric, not me. I didn't give myself that advice. It was a guy named Eric that me and Jordan went on a college visit and got fucking obliterated. Especially Jordan, not as much, but I was fucked up.
I recall the
was
story.
Drunk as shit. And the next day, where in the cafeteria, the lunch hall, whatever, getting food and shit. And because we went on this college visit for football, so one of the other football players was there, and he was talking to shit, whatever, and he saw me. I was fucked up, fucking fuck life. This sucks. Like, I'm never drinking again. That was the first time I've ever gotten drunk like that in my life. And I don't know how we got onto that, but he said, yeah, if you're gonna be a man at night, you got to be a man in the morning. You're gonna be all fucking big and bad drinking, putting these drinks down at night. You better wake up and do what you got to do in the morning. I'm like, fuck, you're right.
Good advice.
I was so fucking drunk though. God damn. I was like literally from 2:30 in the morning to about 12 in the afternoon throwing up like on a cycle. That shit was fucking nonstop.
I'm so thankful I haven't never had a hangover like that.
That
in my
was
life.
the only time that I had a hangover like that. I was drunk like that. Like, I've had times where I was drunk and I was throwing up afterwards, but like from literally like the amount of alcohol that I mixed, beer, vodka, whiskey, fucking taking straight shots, like just not giving a fuck. And the thing is that when that's your first time like drinking like that shit doesn't hit you like that.
No, it doesn't.
Like now if I were to start drinking and mixing, that shit's gonna hit me pretty fucking quickly.
Yeah.
At that point, I think the one thing that I've taken away from getting older, not that I'm fucking old or anything, but as you get older,
30, you're a grown man.
Fucking the recovery and the way that you bounce back from shit is a night and day different almost. Like, I used to be able to fucking drink shit and fucking wake up and all right, let's fucking go.
I'm
again.
still like that, luckily.
Or like in sports or like some physical stuff. If I'm overexerting myself and then the next day I'm like, oh damn, like I need a day or two to kind of fucking.
I mean, I will be. I'm not. When it comes to like working out, I will be sore as shit. But like, I think what I've just adapted to as like who I am is I'm more disciplined than anything else. Like, I know, for instance, how much I drink. It doesn't really matter how much I drink. Like, I'm still go to work. Like, I'm still.
Well, I mean, at this
point,
fine. Yeah, at this point, it's like
even on the days I don't work. Like, I haven't had a legit, and I mean, knock on wood, I don't want one, but like, I haven't been like a real hangover in a very long time. I've thrown up. Like, I've gotten drunk as shit, and I've like forced myself to throw up even. Yeah. And I still wake up the next day perfectly fine. Bright-eyed, fucking bushy tail in the morning. Like, all right, what I got to do today?
Yeah, fuck.
But like, I think it's just because of those years of training of like where I didn't even have the option to be hungover because I had to work or I had to do this or I had to do that. At this point. So like, my body just know like, oh, he's used to this. Give him a couple hours, he'll be fine. And I mean, just the dumb shit we used to do when we were younger. I'd be running. I fucking used to run off like if I got like 4 hours.
I mean, you've been wild like that for a long time. Even like till like I was like, God damn, like how the fuck are you functioning right now?
Yeah, I'd be off like 2 hours, 4 hours. Like a 4 hours a night was like a normal sleep schedule for me. Like 4 hours, I was like, I'm good to go.
That's wild.
We're going to work. We're going to the gym. Like, and then I got 4 hours that same night. The next night, I'm like, still good.
Yeah, no, you've been able to do that for a while.
Yeah,
I'm a little bit.
Luckily now, I mean, I get more like I'm more of like a 6 to. I hardly ever get 8. Even if I attempt, I hardly ever get 8 hours of sleep.
Well, yeah, me either. But also, like I know the older you get, I mean, that's why old people fall asleep so early, but they also wake up so early because you're like the older you get, the less sleep that you need for your body to like function. Like when you're growing and developing, obviously, like when you're hitting puberty and like when you're getting through your 20s and shit like that, like your body's still developing, growing, like shit like that. So you need more rest so then your body can recover and shit like that. But
I used to sleep longer, like when I was younger. I feel like when I was growing up, I would sleep longer, or I would go to sleep earlier. But even high school and shit like that, I would go to sleep at like midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning. Still wake up at 6. Something. How early did we go to school? 7?
Yeah, I think class started like 7:15, some shit like that.
Sometimes, depending on the week, I'd wake up at like 6:30, 6:45.
I was pushing that shit.
Sometimes I would wake up at 7.
Yes, especially when I started. I was just driving myself to school. Yeah. Shit, I was 7:10. All right,
you lived a little closer. I had to get up at 7.
But even then,
I had to drive Amber to school for a long time. I was like,
yeah, I mean, I did have to. I drove my cousin to school for maybe like a year or so because she lived across the street from me.
and I used to pick up Zoc too. Like I think that was like sophomore year, maybe, or junior year. I don't know.
Yeah, there was a point where Adam Walsh would pick me, Steven, and Kaleem up. Steve, I think him and Steven lived in the same neighborhood. Kaleem was relatively close, and then he would come
right
and
there
scoop me
down
up.
the street
Yeah,
from him.
he would come scoop me up.
You
Yeah.
were, if any, well, I mean, I guess you were kind of on the way, but then they were just hit Tesquilla.
Yep.
Yeah, makes sense.
Damn.
Yeah.
Life, bro.
Makes sense.
How times have changed.
Yeah,
It is wild. We just had our fucking 10-year reunion recently. I didn't go to it because
me neither.
fuck y'all. But
It's like
for real, the people that I keep up
Just
with
kidding,
are the
just
people
kidding.
that I keep up with now.
I fuck
mean,
with like how and like, I mean, in reality,
maybe 20-year reunion I will go. But
I
like
said the same fucking thing. I was
but
like,
in
I'll
all
go to
honestly, like I just one of the reasons that, I mean, I just didn't really fucking feel like going. Like if
I was
I'm
watching
being
a
honest.
movie.
I had no other plans. Like I had been told about this. Like people had reached out to me. I'm like, I just don't really feel the need
No, I was
to
watching
go.
a movie at my house. Like, it wasn't like I couldn't have gone. But then again, my whole thing was I talked to everyone from high school already.
Yeah.
Like, granted, not as much as I should. Like, there is some people like, yeah, it would have been cool to see. Don't get me wrong. How
Nice.
that fucking hurt. That would have been cool to see. But besides that, I'm like, I could see or talk to y'all whenever. Like,
Yeah.
y'all got my number. Call me.
Yeah, and I think
you wanna talk,
I
like,
forget who made this point, but social media kind of like, I feel like lessen the value of having a 10-year reunion because you can keep up with people, even the people that you don't talk to. You can keep up
Yeah.
with people and shit like that. So like,
I don't really follow many people from high school.
me, I mean, what I think I only have like 600 some followers, some shit like or that
That's
I follow,
people following you.
that I follow.
I don't even follow that many people.
Yeah, but I mean, again, like, cause I saw Adam Walsh literally like I think the Tuesday before the reunion. We were talking about it too. It's like, yeah, no, I'm not. I don't fucking feel like going.
Is he
Like,
in town and shit?
yeah, I think because it was something with his family, but he's like, yeah, I just don't really feel like going. But he was like, yeah, let me when I'm back in town. I think because he's gonna be here for like Thanksgiving and Christmas shit. Like, cause me,
Yeah,
and him,
there's certain people I would love to go see.
yeah.
Like
Like it's no like
it's not. I'm not saying
it's not
I don't like everyone.
Yeah, I just
Certain
again,
people like I feel like a reunion even, and I talked to people who did go to the reunion. They said it was real cliquey. It was just like fucking high school. It's like, why go to a reunion 10 years fucking later if it's gonna be cliquey and just like high school?
Yeah, I don't.
Like if you're gonna talk to the same people, might as well not even go. Like I talked to the same people.
Right.
Or right here. I talked to Jordan. I talked to Dennis. I talked to.
Yeah.
Like,
So like I
fucking-
really didn't. Plus, like the more that I think about it, I feel like I really wasn't like. Although like I was a pretty popular kid and I had friends and shit, but like I didn't really feel like I was a part of that class. Like I just like I didn't really have a lot of emotional attachment. I didn't.
I mean, I don't have emotional attachment, but like you were a part of the class.
I was,
Like,
but like
don't act like
I wasn't
I was
like
a part of the
I
class.
wasn't like I didn't like for instance, if I didn't play football, I probably wouldn't have as many friends as I did, or I wouldn't have been as
Maybe
like
not.
relevant as I was. But playing football and
You
like
weren't relevant. I didn't know you in high school.
yeah, you did.
just kidding.
Of course, you did. Everybody knew who I was.
See, he is emotional attachment to the class.
But I don't know. I just
we knew. Me and Eric.
everybody
that's
knew. But I
always
mean,
funny.
that's, yeah, we you know of each other. But I just like I didn't really like. I think by the end of high school, I was like, yeah, I'm ready to get the fuck out of here. Like I know, like
most people were.
I felt like I was like, yeah, like I'm ready to go explore the world. Like I don't care to do all this extra shit. I didn't go to grad bash or whatever the fuck. Cause I'm like,
Was that a Universal?
I don't know because I didn't go.
If it was at Universal, I did go. To
I wasn't.
That,
I was
but
about to not go to prom either, but my mom kind of guilted me into it, and I had already promised somebody that I would take him. So I'm like,
I went to that too.
and it was fun. Like again, but like
I looked like a child in my prom pictures.
I looked pretty. I had my little.
Look, this is damn same. Grown man child. Been telling you this for years.
I've definitely matured.
I've definitely grown. I think the biggest thing was I learned how to cut my fucking hair. Because, or at least my hairstyle. I don't cut my own hair clearly, but my hairstyle, like I picked this and just had to ride. Just let it ride. Decade.
I'm probably gonna change. I'm gonna cut my hair soon. Get it shorter.
A decade of this has been going on.
I was rocking fucking comb over back then. That was my shit. I had a faux hawk comb over. Fucking. I went through so many different hairstyles. Every 2 years, I was changing my hairstyle from about like 6th grade to until about we graduated.
No, I'd get like buzz cuts and then I'd let it. I mean, I'd get like fades and shit, but I would just get, the top at like a 2, maybe a 4, and the sides like 2.5 or 2, and then just let it all grow out. And so like my edge up was just uneven as fuck because I would just let my hair grow, and like my hair is straight. My hair is straight as shit, so it grows straight. But yeah,
you just grow your hair out again. Just grow it all out.
What, like my Justin Bieber style?
Yeah, just grow it all out.
I had Justin Bieber hair before Justin Bieber was Justin Bieber.
Fucking fade the sideburns into your beard and just let your hair grow.
How about no, you crazy Dutch bastard? I mean, there was when did I do that? I did that earlier this year. Remember when I shaved my head?
Oh yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. That's right. He looks funny for a little bit.
I did. It looked okay. I just had, it was in that awkward stage. Like when I cut it, it looked fine.
You're like me when I cut my hair the first time.
Yeah, when I cut it, it was like, oh my goodness. But it looked fine. And then it grew. It was growing. So then it was like in that awkward stage, and it's like, damn. Because then you're like kind of stuck. You're like, fuck. Do I just let the top keep growing and just cut the sides? And I think I did that once or twice.
You're back to square one. You're back to
hello.
Shit. It's
but
funny.
This is just what works for me.
Yeah, it's funny that we've tried to get on topic fucking like 4 or 5 times, and each time we get off and just go on in a completely different way.
Well, if episode 200 were to tell you anything,
for real.
Cheers. That's that. This is no hangover and no topics, clearly.
For real. Yeah, we're just. I mean, because this is kind of catching up for us too. Shit. When was the last time we hung out? Just me and you. It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a few weeks, honestly.
So,
maybe longer than a few weeks.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The last time that we just hung out, it's probably been months. Wow. Talking about a few weeks. I had to let that register for a second. I'm like, wait, no, what? A few weeks?
Because I mean, I know we've seen each other. I know we've seen each other multiple times, but it's like there's always been at least one other person, so it's not you and me. It's been at Jordan's house, at my house, but Jordan was there. Ryan's house, everyone was there. Yeah.
Speaking of,
and then a couple podcasts here and there, but even that was like
there was guests there. Yeah. You doing anything next Saturday?
Saturday.
Go over to your house, check it out.
Oh, yeah, if you want to. What's next Saturday? 30th?
It's after Thanksgiving. Yeah, because
Thanksgiving is. I think that's gonna be my dad's having his Thanksgiving party. Right. He's doing it after Thanksgiving so that no one feels. I think it's that day at least. I don't know.
Yeah, next week is the 30th. I mean, I'm probably going up to Jacksonville.
Well, I'll find out. I mean, even if you want to come to that, you can come to that. My dad's.
Is that your dad's house? Oh, nice. It's in the Bat Cave. Bet, yeah, because... Oh, yeah, we'll figure this out. We'll talk the details afterwards. But
we're all family, but, I mean, you are family, so... If you want to come on down.
Word, yeah. But,
the real party starts later at night, clearly.
Yeah, obviously. Oh. Damn, yeah, I want to check out that fucking TV.
Wish it was...
Did you mount it?
I did.
Oh,
with the same mount I put in my house. I was like,
oh, well, speaking of, when I move, can you help me mount that TV? Because I got to take that shit down and fucking.
I've mounted so many TVs in my life. It's ridiculous. I really should.
I mean, I'm going to be learning a lot of shit. I'm going to be mounting TVs. I'm going to change my own brakes for the first time coming up. So,
teach you how to mount a TV. It's not hard.
No, it's not hard. I know how to do it, like the procedure. I've just never physically done it myself.
I've done it myself way too many times. The only time I actually need somebody else, and actually there's a company in Winter Park that mounts TVs.
Yeah,
I was like,
I've seen it a couple times, and it's like,
and I was like, man, I've been doing this shit for years.
Well, that's the same thing I was thinking. I'm like, damn, if they're making whole companies out of this, it might be. It's probably pretty lucrative. I mean, they got to be if they're fucking.
They don't charge that much, so I mean, unless they're mounting a shit ton of TVs. But mounting TVs isn't hard by any means.
Yeah, but if you're doing it in doing it through
like
a
chip
business.
charges. It's
you can start adding
150,
fees.
$200.
You can start adding fees and labor.
They were gonna
charges
charge because I asked them like how much they would charge for that TV. That's a fucking huge TV.
Yeah.
They're gonna charge like $200.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I mean, it wouldn't have taken that long.
I mean, I think that TV out there is like 75 inches.
Yeah. That'd be
So if they're charging 200 for what, a 90, almost 100 inch TV, they probably would be fucking at least 125, 150.
well, that's because they supply mounts too. They're like, do you have a mount? If you have a mount, it's less. If you need a mount, more. And then all that.
Yeah, that kind
of pretty interesting little business.
It did get me wondering like what the business model is behind that.
See what I'm talking about? Way off topic. But yes, it's the same with anything. I mean, like it's the same with, like for instance, tile. It's the same with landscaping.
Well, I mean, with landscaping,
they found a niche and they
see. But like with landscaping and tile, like you can find jobs that are like high ticket jobs. I mean, with mounting a wall TV, I mean, how high ticket can a job be?
True. It's not gonna go much over $200, $300.
But what I'm thinking is maybe like how
it's
like
gotta be more quantity.
But like at sports bars and stuff like that, how they have like the multi-monitor fucking TVs. So that, I mean, I'm sure they probably get jobs like that's probably what like they're like for landscaping. I know like commercial properties, plazas is the high ticket, like where you can charge a lot. And
you're probably right. It's like bars, restaurants.
So that's
commercial buildings. Period.
Right.
That you have to drill, and they charge different prices for what they're drilling through. Drywall and finding a stud is a lot easier than drilling through fucking concrete.
That is true.
So it's like,
so we figured it out. We figured out the business model.
You guys are fucked now. Taking your business.
Damn. Speaking of, I mean, that is one of the topics, business ventures. We're getting there. We're on the right general direction.
We're going. We've been like a slipper. I'm a snake.
I'm literally snake. Damn, I wish I had a hat like that next time. But yeah, no, I mean, I feel like that's also something that I've been starting to realize as, time goes on, you get a little wiser. It's like the feeling of like, the feeling of like you're starting to establish yourself, like you've put in the groundwork and now you're starting to get the feeling of like, all right, like I'm getting to the point where I'm getting to the point of like now I'm really chilling, like I know what chilling is now. Like
I mean, I feel like on our business ventures, to say, won't go into exact details, but like we've been putting in work, off camera, for instance, off like most people's radar for a very long time. And yes, we are finally getting closer to that point of like, okay, I'm almost there. Like we're still having to do the work because we're not there yet. And I feel like even when I get there, we might not even feel like we're there. So we might keep putting in that work, but we're getting closer. Yeah. And it's just like, I will tell you that other one, way better. You'll see. You will find out. Yeah, it's like,
this is the best one, by the way, because we're still going to be recording. So I've been putting out subtle hints to people that might want to sponsor us. Poppy, this raspberry rosé is fucking amazing.
Yeah, that was pretty fucking good.
It is good. And they have them at Walmart. They have them at fucking Publix. They have them at they're starting to sell them at more. I went to Sprouts for the first time on Friday. They have them in there. Wait. So it's if you have tummy problems, prebiotic soda. So it helps with your gut. That's good. There you go. Only 25 calories for
only
grams
25
of sugar. No added sugars. It's got some 2 grams of dietary fiber, so that helps with your poop. So there you go. Shit in peace, and don't get those fucking hemorrhoids from pushing and sitting on the toilet too long.
Tragic.
But yeah, I mean,
anyways, back on the topic.
But yeah, I mean, it is, you start getting, it is starting to, the vision of what I want my life to be and how it's starting to like come into focus now. It's starting to like, the path is starting to clear itself. It's like, all right, like I've always known what the vision was. I've always known what the end goal is. I feel like we've always
kind of been on the path. It's just like the amount of hurdles that we've gone through.
Yeah.
For instance, you kind of can't see the path at some point. Exactly. So you're like,
well, it's like that meme.
I know I'm working
it's like
on
that meme where, what people think success is and it's the straight path, and then what success really is and it's a windy, turny fucking
all the climbs, all the fucking shit you got to go through.
Which is true. Like when you're, 25, 26, 23, 24, you're, just laying, you're just
You're laying the groundwork.
fucking chopping through the fucking forest with a machete. And now that you've cleared a path, it's like you have you know what you have to do in the direction you're taking to get to, point B. And it's just a matter of like,
well, hopefully
all right,
we're past point B. Who knows at this point? It's like we're damn near half the alphabet in. Like you keep
point
going.
M.
We're at like M right now.
Which, but it is starting to, that feeling of like starting to feel of like, all right, like shit's going to be okay. Well, and even if like, again, the established feeling, like, because there's a difference between, being able to take care of yourself, take care of others, and be established and like be like that true level of comfortability, which, I don't think I'm there yet, but again, the path is starting to, the clouds are clearing, like it's starting to show itself for me. So, but it is
I'm not there yet, but I feel the same way. Like I'm on that path. I've been on that path for a fucking decade of my life, but it's like getting to that point where you're like, all right, I can see it. It's about to happen. It's about to happen. I got to do XYZ amount of things still,
right,
but then I'm gonna get there.
Right.
And it's just keep pushing forward and like, don't let yourself get discouraged. We've talked about this on past episodes about like people of our generation and younger than us, maybe even some that are older than us. People want, just nowadays, people want instant success, instant gratitude. Like they want that feeling instantly of like, oh, I did it, I made it. And that happened with a lot of like the overnight successes. The internet made for a lot of people becoming famous overnight for not doing shit.
Yep.
And like, I'll give an example of like that Hawk 2 girl.
She got a whole podcast.
That girl's fucking famous for nothing.
Yeah.
For saying a word, like for saying two words, whatever.
Saying what, like general knowledge, really in my eyes, like.
There you go. With a country swang.
For real.
But like, she doesn't have, no offense to you, hopefully you'll hear this podcast one day. And I'm not saying you don't have talent, because maybe you do.
It's clearly she does.
But I'm just saying, you got famous overnight. And like, it's one of those things. A lot of people put in a lot of work and give up short of becoming famous, which, different people have different levels of success. For instance, I've never really cared for fame. Who cares? I'll be someone in the shadows.
Yeah, well, it also depends what your definition of success is.
Correct. Some people want to get, that kind of success. I feel like the only thing fame brings is like, it brings more eyes on you quicker. So like,
it puts you under a microscope. Because,
sense,
especially
yes,
nowadays, people
it depends what kind of business you're going to as well.
Yeah, no, but notoriety and fame puts you under a microscope, because other people are gonna look. It gives you you're giving people the opportunity to judge you, pass judgment, fucking give their own opinion, because you're putting yourself out there. So inevitably, that's why like when people post things on social media and get upset when people comment something that is against what they're saying. Like, why are they getting mad? It's like, it's social media. Like, if anything you post on social media, you're giving it the room to be criticized, or leaving the room for somebody to comment something that you might not want to see. So, like, if you don't want to hear somebody else's opinion that you might not like, don't post it on social media.
Our most liked and viewed fucking snippet.
Yeah, Kanye West. I think he's the greatest artist of all time, and people were fucking telling me that I was a dumbass. Take me off the internet. Which, again, I've said this many times. The fact that you think I have that type of influence, thank you very much. But like, for real, it's like, it's wild that, and again, but the thing is that I didn't take it seriously. Like, it's just people that I'll never meet, people that, to me are taking the time to type out all this shit when I barely even want to type out the description to what the podcast is saying. So like, that is like, it's
You've
just
gone
like,
one farther than I
for
have.
real. So it's like,
This is Eric. I don't do shit behind. I type a damn thing.
It's funny that people just really, take the time to type out these long-winded comments, and it's like, bro, it's not that deep. Especially on a topic like that, especially on a topic of music. That's something that's so objective.
Are so hurt by what you said that they had to let you know.
For real. Well, I think one of the comments was that I dumbed down music, or I dumbed down the internet, some shit like that. And I'm like, fuck.
Damn,
At least I made an impact. I made an influence. So fuck. Oh.
Yeah. But if people care that much about something you said, then we must be doing something right.
So,
200 episodes in. I don't know what episode that was per se, but I think it was like 116, honestly.
I can look it up. But,
if I'm right, I'm amazing.
It's just, as I get older, I just really,
can care less.
Honestly, it's really just.
I mean, from the famous words of Takeoff. Rather be.
No way, you might be right.
I'd rather be.
Oh, no, it's 125.
Damn it.
Pretty close. No, but it's like, I just like, when you're a kid, you think, oh, being famous like equates to being rich. That's not necessarily true. But if you're rich, you can pick and choose whether you want to be famous or not. Because, as you get older, you start realizing how much money influences. Because you got to pay for ads. You got to pay for airtime. You got to pay for marketing. Things like that. So the more money you put into that, inevitably the more famous you're going to become. But you can become successful and put no money into marketing and no money into ads or anything like that and still be successful and still run a successful company, still make six figures, still be a functioning member of society, still be a high functioning member of society, still be a successful financially member of society, and nobody knows who the fuck you are. And I feel like that is right where I want to be.
Yep.
I want to, I want to make an impact on my community, around the people, around the people that I love and care about, things like that. But do I care what somebody across the street, across the country, across the world really thinks about me? And, no. If someone's saying some negative shit about me, it's probably because they don't know me. In all honesty, because, I mean, I'm not saying that I'm the perfect best person in the world, but I feel like I'm a pretty decent person. And when people are starting to talk shit or say something that is not so favorable about me, it's probably because they haven't sat down with me or talked to me they don't really know who the fuck I am. So they're just left to their own devices about, whatever single encounter they have with me, and they're just going to run with that. And that's fine, as long as I think the most important thing to me is that, and I've said this before, is that the people around me, my friends, my family, whoever, significant people in my life know that I care and love about them. And, as long as they know that, I could die happy, honestly.
He loves me.
As long as those people know that I'm there for them, that I will fucking do just about anything for them, that if they ask me for some type of help, if I'm available, if I can do it, then I will be more than happy to do it. And I feel like that's the recipe to a rich, successful life. Not necessarily monetary things, money, which all those things help, but
I mean, money, it can be misconstrued because, don't get me wrong, I would love to have fuck you money. I would love it. But
that's going to happen eventually.
It will. But, at the same time, to your point, fame and money, there's, I'd rather be rich. Fuck the fame.
I mean, think about it this way. Have you seen it, Walmart, for example? We know I don't even know the last name of
Waltons.
The Waltons. If they were to show you a picture of the Waltons, would you know that it's them?
You couldn't pick them out of a lineup.
Exactly. You really, Johnson & Johnson, fucking whoever who made this fucking interface, the Crown Royal family, whoever made that, you can't.
If their name is either Crown or Royal, oh my goodness,
that's some royal shit.
Wow.
But
I would love to meet
the people who own McDonald's or Cracker Barrel or fucking the people who made this fucking lamp or this mirror or any of this shit, they're rich beyond fucking belief. But you cannot pick them out of a lineup.
Yeah, the people who made this pop shit.
Right. So it's
for Superman.
I think people, again, especially...
Don't be stupid.
We're not going to get into that right now. But, the point is that, I think nowadays people equate fame to, wealth and success and shit like that, and it's just not the case. There's, Kellogg's, fucking cereal brand. They make cereal bars, all these different types of snacks. You cannot tell me whoever the fuck made Kellogg is. Their family, their lineage, none of that shit. So fame doesn't matter. Chill out with that shit. All that viral fucking TikTok shit. Chill out.
The clickbait
Focus on yourself.
Focus on. keep God in your life.
For real, fuck. It's wild. For real. People are fucking crazy. How do you... I'm
glad you knew what I meant. Oh.
Bro, it's
But
just
yes,
like
to be
this
thankful.
past...
Definitely
what?
keep God in your life.
It hasn't even been a fucking month. We got all the fucking election stuff, all this shit. I didn't want to get into politics, but
Early election shit.
yeah, fuck. People are fucking ridiculous. People are wild. People
There's already been in this past, what has it been, like 2 weeks, 3 weeks? He hasn't even became the official president yet.
President-elect.
And people already like, oh, I'm moving out of the country. Was it Ellen DeGeneres?
Bro, I'll talk to you about that off camera a little bit, but trust me, I know a few people who have said the same thing. And it's like, what? Like, more than anything,
affect your life like that.
More than anything, it just makes me sad because it just kind of proves it's just letting people know like the government won, the politics won, the exact thing that they're trying to do during these debates, during these campaign runs is divide and conquer. They want to divide people, even if it's within the same racial group, ethnic group, religion group, family. They are splitting people up and dividing people up, and it is just proving to it's just saying that they won, and that it just makes me sad more than anything because it's like, regardless of who you voted for, I don't really care. There's reasons that you could have voted for Trump. There's reasons that you could have voted for Kamala. There's reasons that you could have voted for a fucking third party,
yeah.
Whoever the fuck, Tea Party, Green Party, Libertarian Party, whoever the fuck.
Could have put my name on the ballot.
Real shit. So like,
I know I'm not old enough yet, but could have.
You could have. There's a little section in there where you can write somebody in. But it just kind of goes to show that like what they're trying to do is working. And, they're the people who feel like they need to move out of the country or move out or whatever, more power to you. But again,
if you feel you need to move out, like, what are you gonna do? Come back in 4 years?
Dude, I saw something.
Gonna be that stupid? Like,
there's a cruise line that's offering
4 year.
Yeah,
a 4 year cruise.
Yeah, it's $40,000 a year, so it's still kind of falling into the same.
Make your bread.
Exactly, it's still kind of falling into the same. What's it called? Fucking sphere of. Capitalism. We're still gonna want your money. Like, we're not doing this because we feel like we're doing this because we feel like we're righteous, but we're still gonna fucking pay you, and we're still gonna make our money, and it still falls into the same fucking vicious cycle.
They're advertising it as like we're doing this as a righteous cause, but
yeah,
exactly. They're making their money. They're
just
doing
like
it
everything else.
As smart motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Whoever decided what cruise line is this?
I'll look it
Whoever
up
did
right
that,
now,
that's a brilliant fucking businessman. Model.
But yeah, again, just things
and
like that.
They play to the U.S. public stupidity because if someone's gonna go pay $40,000 a year to be on a cruise, wow. Granted, cruise would
see
be cool.
Right here, 4-year cruise to escape politics. A residential cruise ship has a 4-year round the world voyage to escape politics. Let's see if it shows the cruise.
You stay in open waters the whole time.
International waters, you can get away with a lot of shit. That's why, but that's also like the casino stuff. Like, that's why they can get away with so much shit on cruise ships with casinos and like drain people of money because they're in international waters. So there's literally, which laws aren't even fucking real to begin with. There's no laws regulations or anything that can restrict people from. Yeah, firsthand, buddy.
I still love it. Don't care. Gambling's fun.
Let's see.
It's a terrible habit.
All-inclusive tickets start at $255,999 for a single occupancy room. A double occupancy room starts at $319,998 for a 4-year trip, promising to visit 140 countries across all 7 continents. Like,
it's not a bad idea.
It's
like,
not. Shit, it's fun.
View the world.
If you can do it. Do it, but the fact that people are doing it for political reasons because of that is where it's like, okay, well, like
that's where it's like, just fucking grow the fuck up. Like, stop it. Just stop it.
Like, I really couldn't have said it better myself.
Like stop it. like the same people who were like when Trump got elected the first time, Same people who said the same shit when Biden got elected. Same people who now are saying it with Trump again.
Oh my gosh.
Like,
It's like
fucking grow the fuck up.
And
It does not affect your day-to-day life. Me, Eric, the people watching, are going through everyday struggles like a normal fucking person.
just like we would with whoever's in the fucking office.
Yeah, like I mean, that's a stressful job. I'm not saying being the president of the United States is easy. Being the leader of the free world, like they're dealing with all kinds of shit, and it doesn't matter what side they come from, Republican, Democrat, third party, which hasn't happened in a very long time, ever. Really. But you know, like they have hard decisions to make, and you know, you gotta understand, the president is just the front man. Yeah. Like they're
the poster child.
There's multiple levels of government that everything has to go through. You got the Senate, you got Congress, you got fucking a whole lot of fucking.
Which, you know, again, I don't really want to make this
the whole
a
judicial
fucking
system.
Political fucking podcast.
Spiel.
I'm fucking tired of this shit, anyways. But like,
tired of this shit, Grandpa.
You know, I talk to people that lean both ways, that are right, that are left, that don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck, so obviously I can sympathize with that the most. But like, I feel like what people are missing the most is that there's fear on both sides. The thing that is the common thread on both sides is mistrust of the government. Whether you're a Republican not trusting Democrats, or whether you're a Democrat not trusting Republicans, and that's where the fear comes. So you know how you fucking, you know, make that not a fear anymore? You talk to people on the other side and have conversation, and don't let opposite opinions deter you from having conversations. And not even not having conversations, take it a little step further, understanding where that person is coming from. Because we can talk all day, but if you're not, you know, soaking in and like understanding where the other person's coming from, then it's just wasted words. It's just a waste of fucking breath. Like you're just fucking talking just to fucking talk at that point. If you're not going into something, and this, you can apply this to anything in your life, politics, religion, relationships, personal life, whatever. If you're not going in with a willingness to listen and understand, we're not going to get anywhere in fucking life. It doesn't matter where the fuck you move. It doesn't matter if you move to fucking Europe, to fucking anywhere in the fucking world. If you're not willing to listen and be more understanding of things, you're going to start running into the same fucking issues. So like, you know, I respect people who, you know, want to make their own decisions, because you're a grown up, you're an adult, you can do whatever the fuck you want. That's the beautiful thing about being grown.
It depends what these decisions are, honestly. If people are, no offense to the people who have made that decision, but if people are like, oh, I'm leaving the country because this man is the president, like you're
it is a little childish.
That's kind of idiotic to me.
Comes off a little childish.
That comes off as like you're throwing a temper tantrum. You're like, no, I'm not going to do this. Like, the same thing and I said the same thing when Biden became president, and all the Republicans were like, oh, it's going to ruin our country, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, it's not going to affect your day-to-day life. It might. Look, this is how your life is going to go. Oh, hiccup. Okay. It's the same fucking shit. Like, maybe 1 or 2 days might change, maybe a week, but it's not going to change overall. Like, and it does not matter, you know, in our grand scheme. Granted, things could happen, and I'm not going to say they can't, because like either Republican or Democrat might have to deal with, you know, foreign nations and the wars that are going on overseas, and hopefully, you know, no war problems come our way. But like there is always been, and there always will be, wars, because there's pissing contests all over the world.
Sure is.
People in power want to show their dominance. You know, like you have this Russia and Ukraine shit going on. Like Russia, first off, is a laughing stock, because how the fuck has it not taken over Ukraine, which is yay big.
Yeah.
Yay big. But also then you have the American people who we've given, or the American government, I should say, has given how many billions of dollars to Russia or to Ukraine. And it's not through just cash, it's, you know, military equipment. That's what the money has came from.
Yeah.
How much billions we've given to them.
It's military aid. Yeah. I mean, we're not like directly sending troops out there, but we are
or money.
Countries, yeah.
We're not directly just giving them money. It's just
no. I mean, we are giving them money, but it's military stuff. It's military
correct.
aid.
It's military.
So for weapons
it's military
and things
equipment.
like
We're giving them guns. We're giving them nukes. We're giving them this. We're giving well, hopefully not nukes.
Yeah, I was about to
we're
say
giving
like
them
goddamn
bombs and other shit.
missiles, shit like that. Yeah, I mean, listen, again, I don't want to make this a political fucking thing, but it is just
we're here now.
we're in the fucking weeds. No, but I just again, it is. Like you said, like I've said, we've said this a billion times on this podcast. It is just if you haven't been able to see the vicious cycle and the contradiction from both sides in this past, 2016, 2020, 2024,
8+ years of this shit.
Then
this podcast has been going on for almost 6. But elections have been going on way longer.
Yeah. And again, like just more so just focusing in on, when Trump got into office, when he got out of office, and now when he's back into office. If you haven't been able to see the contradiction and the hypocrisy and all this, like regardless of who you vote for, which way you vote for, how you lean, whatever you feel is more righteous or not, like I feel like that is a bigger disservice to everything that's going on than, who you voted for or whatever. Like, yeah. Again, that's the beauty of this country is that you can vote for whoever the fuck you want to vote for. You don't have to vote for one of the big parties. You can vote for one of the third parties. You can vote, like Jacob said, you can write somebody in. That's the beautiful thing about it. But then don't go telling people, go vote, go vote, go vote. But then when they don't vote your way, oh, well, this country's doomed. We're fucked. There's so many ignorant people. You're part of the fucking problem on whatever side, because it's happened. It happened the first time around with Trump. It happened when people elected Biden into office. It happened this time around with Trump, where people are telling you to go vote, but then when you don't vote the way that they feel they see fit, then they're saying you're part of the problem, you're part of the issue. Correct, go fuck yourself. Yeah.
I mean, people want to say whatever side they're voting for is like the right party.
Which, again, there is no right and wrong on this. We're fucked regardless. Remember that. There's no right and wrong. We're fucked regardless because the people at the higher ups don't give a fuck about us down here, laying in the groundwork. So, like, get over yourself. Stop trying to be all fucking righteous.
My whole thing is, granted, if we're fucked regardless, whatever, it's more of, I mean, this is more of like an entrepreneur standpoint, but like, get out the mud, make it on your own. Don't rely on the government to save you.
I don't even think that's an entrepreneurial mindset. I think that's just a fucking human mindset. Like, you have to view it that way, because if you look at it through just like, because a lot of people want to look at this through like, oh, well, there's a lot of parallels between what Trump is saying and what a lot, dictators have said before. But then you could have said the same thing about the Democratic Party and a lot of like communist and socialist countries that, I mean, they're saying if you take what they're saying, it's lining up with what a lot of communist and fucking socialist parties were saying. So, like, I mean, you could do that and that's fine. But, like, one way or another, there's going to be issues. Yeah. There's going to be everyday problems. It's just life. Like, life, that's just what life is. Like, people want things to be this utopia and fucking, like, perfect everything, and everybody wins and life is fair and everybody gets what they deserve and this, that, whatever. But those are like those concepts of fairness and deservingness and all these things are like just so skewed at this point. Like, fairness and equality varies from person to person, because what I might think is fair isn't necessarily going to what Jacob thinks is fair, isn't necessarily what the person in the next room thinks is fair, isn't necessarily what my neighbors think is fair. Like, fairness is like so relative to the situation and the person. Opinions. So, like, there's that. Equality is not necessarily everybody gets the same thing, because that's not equal. What if there's that meme that it's kids watching a baseball game behind a fence and everyone's equal, so everyone gets one box, but one kid is super tall, so now he gets the super high vantage point of the baseball game. One kid is a medium size, so he's like Wilson on Home Improvement, like with his face barely fucking looking over the fence. And then there's a short kid that gets one box and can't see the game because he's short and he can't see, like, so he can't see over the fence. That's equality. Oh. But then they have under that picture, it's the tall kid doesn't get a box because he can see the game over the fence without needing a box. The medium-sized kid gets one box because if he doesn't have one, then he can't see. But now that he has one box, he can, see the game. And the shorter kid gets two boxes so he can see everything. So, like, all this shit is fucking relative. Not like there's no way that you can equate
I mean, that's the same
what
way with
fairness
like
is.
education. You see like the education photo when it's like the fish, the monkey,
Yeah.
the elephant, all that.
Yeah.
It's like the test, climb the tree.
Mm-hmm.
How the fuck?
Yeah. I mean, all
That's
this.
how I felt in school. I must have been like a penguin or an elephant or something because I was like, I'm supposed to test like this. This is bullshit.
Yeah. I mean, and I'm too. I was never really a great test
hated
taker.
school. I hated it.
I'm not same.
There's
Me and
someone-
you
I have a college
relate.
degree.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Me and you relate on that. That school wasn't really our strong suit, but put us out in life, put a situation out in front of us that
Yeah,
we
I
got to
can solve
figure
it.
out. We can figure it out relatively quickly.
Yeah, I can solve
And
something.
that's again like I feel like that's where a lot of people get
do I
lost.
score the highest on tests? Maybe not.
You
Can I
and me
spell?
both.
Probably not.
Oh man, fucking
What's funny
slat
is, you ever see the movie Salt on Netflix?
with Angelina Jolie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was messing with Helen. I was like, slap.
She's like, what?
Yeah. And I was like, you don't know.
Oh man, I can't lie. That had to be one of the funniest moments of my life.
Oh.
Because you were just so confident, and Ryan's looking at you like, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
I was like,
like,
you
no
know.
way, you
You know. That was good.
Oh
Great
my
times,
god,
great times.
that shit was fucking rich.
Yep.
Good times for
Richie
sure.
Rich.
Oh man, well Jacob, we're about a minute 12 into this.
An hour 12. But
I said a minute 12. Damn, that's the crown talking a little bit. Yeah, an hour 12. I don't know. We can go for a little bit longer. I know we still got to fucking load that grill up. I don't know if you got anything you want to fucking say.
to
We
the
probably
people,
won't be seeing you for a while. This is like not a retirement party, but kind of a retirement party for Jacob.
you guys will see me soon enough. But if you don't see me for a while, don't be surprised. But I'll come on from time to time. Check in on Eric. Make sure he's doing good. Make sure the podcast is still running the way I deem fit.
That's the great thing about being a business owner and running your own business as opposed to being under corporate management. I'm not taking shots at anybody or anything, Jordan. But we can still we can still do our thing, make our money, do whatever.
We can do whatever we
and
want.
Exactly. And I think that's what it comes down to. But
We can do whatever we want. We got goals. We got ambitions. All of us. Not just me and Eric. Every party, every entity that has entered No Hangover Podcast is trying to make shit happen on their own. But yeah, we're trying to all do our own thing. We're trying to all make it at the end of the day. So hopefully we all can do that. We all can get to where we want to be.
Facts.
Fuck it. Pouring a pure shot.
Yep. Just to end it off on a good note. Episode 200. I mean, shit.
Makes sense.
There's going to be more. I hope you guys checked out the last episode with published author Chantel Rumpf. That was a good podcast. We were able to, touch on a lot of things. Her books are, more on, based on self-help, mental health, things like that. But they're written in a story fashion. So it's not like it's just somebody telling you this is what you need to do. It's, given situations that she's come up with herself in a nonfiction way. Right? Nonfiction is fake?
I thought fiction was fake. Nonfiction is real.
God damn it! I need to go back to school. But regardless, she comes up with these stories that are gonna teach these things and like highlight mental health and self help in a story way. So go check those out. They're on Amazon. I think one of them, the first one, you can get on Kindle for free. The other one is on Amazon. Author's name Chantel Rumpf. We'll probably have her on more frequently as well. But that's the direction that I'm trying to go in with this is, bring people that, help in their community, that are, pursuing passions, that are not letting the everyday, struggles of just, trying to be a human, regardless of race, religion, beliefs, sexuality, whatever the fuck it may be, that everybody deals with some type of issue, they're pursuing what they want to do regardless and being successful in those fields too. So like, I feel like that's
I was right. I had to check. You made me question my life for a second. I was like, wait the fuck on. Yeah, I checked. Nonfiction is based on true events, like real events.
Fiction is fake.
Real
all right,
people,
so there you go. See, we're learning
history.
here. Warts and all.
We're not learning. I knew this. But
I guess I'm learning that. Fuck. But yeah, so keep on checking.
If I ever
those
write
out
a book, I thought it would be fiction. Like if I ever write a book, it'd be fiction book.
and just kind of use it. Just kind of use real life anecdotes.
Use my real life events, but just make up a character.
Change names, fucking change shit. Change
because once you
shit
change
like
the name of it, it's technically fiction because it's a story at the point. It's not me. It's not you. It's not anybody else we know.
Let me do.
I did say that was a goal. Not like I'm not saying like right away, but that is a goal in my life. I do want to publish a book one day in my life.
The book. Sorry, I mean I think a few people should that I know that I think they should publish a book, but she has 2 out. One of them is called. Hold on, real quick. The Living Proof. The other one is called Rebirthing Self, Love, Mental Health, and Forgiveness. And you can find both of those on Amazon, shit like that. Again, she does great work in the community and things like again, I just want to have people on that are trying to fucking do something. It doesn't have to be on the biggest scale. It doesn't have to be fucking, everybody seeing it. But as long as you're trying to make a fucking difference in your own community, that's something that will go a long way. So
your own people, your own like loved ones. I mean, you can make the smallest impact in the world, honestly. Like just affecting one life is affecting somebody.
Right.
So like most people are like, oh, if I'm not reaching, or like a lot of people get caught up in the followers and like, oh, I'm not super famous yet. I don't even have 1,000 followers or this or that, blah, blah, blah. It's like, but if you go out or like are those genuine connections?
I was just about to say that face-to-face connection.
There, those face-to-face value even. Like if you go out, and I mean, I still had this, even though I haven't been out downtown in a long time. When I went downtown, I still ran into people that I like knew from, back then, and it's still genuine. Like, oh, how you doing? Like, all good. And it's just those impacts you put on people.
Well, I feel like people kind of forget too how impactful those type of connections can be, and how impactful those type of scenarios, like face to face,
real world face to face connections mean everything. Yeah. Like, I mean, going off of like the business I do, it's a lot of fucking face to face value. Like we haven't advertised in a very long time. It's more, oh, you did work for one of my friends. I trust you because of that.
Right. I mean, it's word of mouth. Word of mouth is still, which is fucking crazy with all this advertisement, media, marketing. Word of mouth is still one of the most effective forms of marketing and advertising. Yeah. So if you do good work for somebody, the fact that, they have people that trust them and, think that they're good for something, they'll refer you to other people and, oh, well, I can trust this person. This person's trustworthy. I know that they're good for it. Yep. So if they're telling me it is good work, it must be. And like people, again, like you were saying, with the social media and with, how disconnected people can be, I feel like people lose sight of like how important and how valuable word of mouth can be, and like how someone speaks of you, not on social media, not typing shit out, just, interaction at a bar, interaction at a grocery store, interaction at the car wash, interaction at the gym. I mean, how someone speaks of you will, can resonate with somebody.
I just had a random ass guy hit me up from a dude I met at a bar who was asking like, and this ironically came from just a random person, but I met some dude at a bar. He was telling me he actually did landscaping as well. But he did like his own little landscaping company. He told me, oh, people need remodels. And me and my dad were there. We were talking to him about, oh, we do remodels, like house remodels. And he was like, oh, I have customers that can use your information. Can I get your number? And I'm like, yeah, sure, here. He had a customer call me and everything. So
there you go.
Just one of those things.
There you fucking go. Well, Jacob, if episode 200 wasn't a fucking nutshell of what our relationship is, very random, very all over the place, but lots of love, lots of caring, lots of fucking genuineness.
It's true.
I don't know what the fuck is. So with that, cheers, brother. I know you won't be on as much, but you're always welcome. This is fucking episode 200 of the No Hangover motherfucking podcast. We'll be back for another 100 more. Everybody love everybody.
Maybe 200 more.
Fuck, we're going until the end of time, baby. Deuces.
Beautiful. Peace.
Beautiful.